The apostles are witnesses of the things that Jesus did and suffered and underwent, and now, people believe things because of empirical evidence. I can see it, I can touch it, I can look at it with a microscope, I can videotape it, or I can put it on my phone, whatever our senses tell us. And this is what Jesus exactly gave us with the apostles. He appeared right in their midst. They could touch his hands and feet and see his wounds and see him eating, and stayed among them to strengthen their faith, but they need to rise above the physical. They need to really rise above the physical, enlighten their minds, and he's going to disappear. He's going to go back to heaven. He's going to leave us with faith, and he's going to leave us with his memory, all of his teachings, all that we know he did in actual fact, and walking the earth and doing the miracles and doing good things and suffering before the eyes of the people with that bloody death. All these physical things, our faith is very physical, but it's to lift us up to the heavenly realities. It's really to live the teachings of our Lord, to practice virtue, which is hard, to pray, to think about God and the beautiful things, the beautiful realities of life, of the invisible world that Jesus has told us about, in which we believe with a rock-solid faith because of the one who told us, Jesus, who has done all these things. We're to have a very strong faith, and this is what we receive in the sacraments and through prayer. More and more prayer, more and more living out the teachings of Jesus, all the teachings, the hard ones, loving our neighbor and doing good, and sacrificing ourselves, mortifying ourselves for love of God and to help our neighbor, and all these things that Jesus has taught and set the example before us, we are to put into practice. We have that beautiful, perfect model of Jesus, the perfect model of Jesus, which we read in the Gospels, and we study, and we look, and we live Jesus. We live him day in and day out, and we want it to be so much stronger in us, and so we ask so much for that grace. And we're feeding on Jesus in the Eucharist, and he is giving us his charity and his faith and grace to put into practice his example and his will. So, and we cling to Our Lady to help us to cling to Jesus and help us and enlighten us and be with us in living out our Christian calling.